What are the 3 biggest mistakes network marketers make, particularly when they're new? But man, this can happen to network marketers even throughout their career, these same 3 mistakes. And if you're new right now, you need to stop doing these before you even step on them, you know? If you're in the profession right now, stop doing these right away. First thing is this, maybe the most important, is they don't have any patience. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want it faster than it is. Like, I want it today, I want it today, I want it today. My friend, when I look back at my career now, I'm almost 16 years in this game. 16 years, I would join when I was 25 years old, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I remember thinking to myself, okay, 3 months from now, I'm gonna be making this much money a month, I'm gonna be crushing this thing, like, let's go. That's not what happened for me. I was not one of those little rocket ship stories that you hear about. I was like, it was a grind. It was years and years and years, and like kind of like brick by brick by brick, and by, you know, person left, and then brick, and then thing fell apart, and then you kept building. It was harder than I thought. It took longer than I thought. In fact, I would say it was way harder and took what I thought was way longer. And what's interesting is this. If I would have known how hard it was going to be when I was 25 years old, if I would have known how long it was going to take when I was 25 years old, I wouldn't have even started. Now, follow me through on this real quick. Follow me through. Looking back now, it was harder than I thought, took longer than I thought, and it's better than I thought. So it was more worth it than I thought. So looking back, I would say I would sign up for that race again, 100 times over. 100 times over, I'd sign up for that again. But when I was looking forward, I didn't have enough patience. I wanted things faster. I wanted things to be easier. I didn't have I wasn't willing to pay the price. I could see this far ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see like next sale, next customer, next month, versus like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. And again, looking back, it's funny now, people say to me, they're like, oh my gosh, you're so successful. You know, like, it was easy for you. I'm like, no, it was easier. Like, I go, it was hard. I put in all this work. They're like, well, I'm not saying you didn't put in work, but they're like, you're so young to have, you know, to be set up like this. You're so young. And I'm like, yeah, but I grinded. No one feels bad for you looking back. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's like, oh, it was hard. It took you 10 years or 5 years or 8 years or 3 years. No one's going to feel bad, I promise you. So my friend, have some patience. Play the long game. Have some vision for your life. There's a reason the good book says where there is no vision, the people perish. Why? Because if you don't have any vision, you don't stay in the game. Everything's just like hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth. You don't say, okay, when that person quits on my team, that's okay. My whole business isn't shattered. Why? Because I have some vision. There'll be other people that will join. Like, I have some patience that the right people will come. So have some patience in your business. Okay, number 2, biggest mistake, exaggeration. Stop exaggerating. You know, if it was 2, don't say it was 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, dude, we had like 150 people at the meeting. It's like, did you really? Like, I feel like I divide everything by 2 or 3 now. Like, people are like, I made 10,000. I'm like, you probably made 5, you know, kind of thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I've learned that people just exaggerate. Why do we exaggerate? I don't know, probably because we're insecure. Like, we're insecure. We try and be bigger than we are. Like, right now, maybe you're grinding, maybe you're hustling, maybe you're not making as much as you eventually hope to make. And so someone's like, so how's it going for you? And instead of just being honest and truthful and showing that you're hungry and you're in the game and you're committed, you're kind of exaggerating a little bit, and you're exaggerating your growth. And, you know, like I tell people, I never say things I can't validate. If I can't validate it, I won't say it. So I don't say stuff like, we're the fastest growing team in the world. I don't know. Maybe we are, maybe we aren't. I don't know how you would even like quantify statements like that. Or like, no one's ever done it bigger or better or whatever. It's like, I don't know how you'd quantify that. So don't say crap that you can't validate. Don't exaggerate. You'll lose so much credibility over time if people don't feel like they can take your word to the bank. Like, when you say it, they're like, okay, listen, if she says it, it's true, because she doesn't say crap that's not true, you know? Or if he says it, it's true, because he doesn't just say random things off the top of his head. Like, if you can't validate it, can't prove it, then don't say it. Just don't exaggerate. The truth is good enough. If the truth, by the way, is not good enough, you might want to consider what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the truth's not good enough, you're feeling like you got to massage this thing all the time. Well, maybe you're just doing the wrong thing, right? So the truth is good enough. The truth is also easier to remember. So like when you're on this call and that Zoom and this person and this group and whatever, you're like, crap, what did I tell everybody? No, listen, just Just tell everyone the same thing, which is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Don't exaggerate. And if your check was 3, don't say it was 5. Like, just say it was 3. You're good. You're building into 5. You'll get there eventually. You're cool. So don't exaggerate. It will hurt your credibility, and it will hurt your long-term, even your own confidence in yourself, is because you're like, I'm not totally shooting people straight. The third mistake people make is they're wimps. I don't know how else to say it, dude. I can make it think of a more articulate way to say this third point, but listen, you're a wimp. You gotta toughen up a little bit, dude. People say one thing about network marketing, like they don't like it, and you're like, oh my gosh, and all of a sudden you wilt like you dry up like a dry reed. Like, no, don't be a wimp. Like, toughen up a little bit. Someone quits on your team, so you're gonna quit? No, dude, it's a huge mistake. A customer's like, I don't want this anymore, and they return the products, and you're like, that's it, I give up. Stop being such a baby. Stop being such a wimp. Maybe I could say this more articulately to you, but I see this as a huge mistake. Like, people wimp out. They just aren't tough enough. Like, they get knocked down and they just lay there and bleed forever. It's like, just get up and dust yourself off and keep going. Like, this is part of entrepreneurship. Like, if you're gonna build a huge business, if you're gonna become financially free, we use terms like that. Yo, dude, becoming financially free is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy, it's hard. Having complete economic freedom is not easy, it's hard. Like, if you're gonna do this, then toughen up and you gotta go do it. Don't let the winds that blow you off. You see a social media post and someone's making fun of direct sales, and so you're gonna just wimp out? Like, no, that's not you. You're tougher than that. And remember, you've done hard things in your life, and you're going to do hard things here. Success is not easy. Success is hard. And if you do what's easy your whole life, your life will be hard. If you're willing to do what's hard, your life will be easy. All success, as Maxwell says, all success is all uphill all the way. And you can't be a wimp and go uphill, because your legs start to burn and your lungs start to burn and your calves are on fire. You're kind of like, it's tiring. No one accidentally goes up hills, my friends. All success is all uphill all the way. And so you have to intentionally go up hills. And you have to be tough to go up hills. And you have to have a little bit of internal fortitude to go up hills. You don't accidentally do it. So don't be a wimp. Toughen up a little bit. You got this. So have some patience. Stop exaggerating. And toughen up. Don't be a wimp. Those are the biggest mistakes I see people make, is they're trying to build incredible business for themselves in network marketing. You got everything it takes. Your goals, your dreams, they're important. You're pursuing them and overcoming the struggle is worth it, and you're accomplishing them as necessary. I'll see you guys in the next video.